Hey, what's up guys? How are you guys doing today? I hope you are all doing well. And today I have an interesting video for you. So for those of you who do not know of the game Battle for Polytopia, I'll be kind of briefly discussing that, but more importantly I'm going to be talking about the Polaris tribe, which is not yet released, but it has been, and it was announced over 2 years ago probably. It's just the developer still hasn't implemented it into the game due to his feeling that it is lackluster and boring and unfun. So for those of you who do not know, Polytopia is a addictive, I will use that word lightly and in a positive tone, but addictive and fun turn-based strategy game. If you want a link to download it, it will be in the description for iOS and Android if I can find both the links. It's free to download. As I mentioned, the Polaris tribe, which we'll be talking about, is a tribe that is coming to Polytopia very soon. It has been confirmed. It's just the developer, as I said before, it's unfun and boring and he wants to improve it. So let's talk a little bit about the Polaris and their leaks. I'm going to pull this up right now. So right here is a picture of a mammoth. The developer posted this to the Discord in his Midway's corner with the caption sort of, "Happy to be working with this monster today at everyone." So this is obviously a mammoth, but what is most evident is that this is going to be the mount for the Polaris tribe. So all of the tribes in Polytopia, the 12 human tribes and 2 special tribes at the moment, all have different animals. So he just said, "Happy to be working with this monster today." This was posted on May the 2nd of this year. He actually posted it kind of recently, and it's just, talking about that he was excited to work with the mammoth and also the Polaris tribe. Next picture is terrain. So as you can see, one of the main centerpieces is that taller glowing structure that has the green bulbs hanging from it and placed on it. You can also see that it's placed on what looks like snowy terrain, and you can see up on the top there is a training camp with a troop with a skull and antlers, some sort of special troop for the Polaris tribe. Obviously there's the snowy land surrounded by what appears to be ice. So it's almost like this structure is turning the water that is surrounded by it into ice, which either you will be able to develop on or you will just be able to walk across. Who knows what it can really be used for, but this seems like it will be a very useful thing. You can also see the brown border for the city. The Polaris will have a special structure in the game that will be able to turn water into ice, much like how the Illyrian tribe or the elves are able to have animals. If they place a sanctuary down, then animals can respawn in nearby forests, which they can either turn into polytars, or if the city has been occupied by an enemy, they can be harvested for limitless population. Let's take a look at his comments. He said, "Doing an all-nighter tonight. Not sure what is really going on here, but I love to experiment and try to bend the rules of Polytopia. Need to go to sleep and dream strange dreams." So he did say, "But I love to experiment and try to bend the rules of Polytopia," which would obviously be what this ice machine is doing. It's doing something that no other tribe can do and just seems very out of the blue and very different. Yeah, so that's about it for the Discord. So far we know that there will be mammoths, their rideable mounts, an ice machine which will allow you to turn water into ice. Both those things are very cool. I'm really excited to see them. So another thing that we know is that since the developer has confirmed that there are no more normal human tribes, we know that this is a special tribe, and also due to this special ice machine, we know that this is definitely going to be a special tribe because they have a special unique ability that no other tribe in the game has. It will probably cost $1.99 like the other 2 special tribes, Aquarion and Illyrian. It is actually getting released soon. We will take a look at that in just a moment. So obviously we have looked at both images and determined that more than likely we're going to have mammoths, and we are also going to have an ice-like machine, being able to turn water into walkable terrain. Now we're on to the second pieces of clues, sort of, kind of, for this tribe. So I was browsing Reddit the other day and I saw this meme. This person asked, there's a website about Polaris. It links you to this blog. If you're on this blog, it just seems like basic normal science blog. It's on Sub-Zero Science. I'll leave the link for this blog if you want to check it out in the description. This blog is called Breaking the Ice, Survival in the Extreme. The first is the sound of the Arctic. This is more than likely the Polaris theme right here. So I'll read each of these sections and talk a little bit about them. So what I just read basically just sums up how, like, talking about the music and how it's going to be silent, but there's still signs of life. So there's not really a whole ton to go from. There's towering ice-carved fjords, which I'm guessing that's what the mountains are going to be, like giant glaciers or something like that. And it kind of talks about flowers and thyme, insects. So the next section is called Do Mammoths Still Exist? Scientists use DNA evidence in bid to solve the mystery of the abominable creature. So this image is a possible sighting in 1936. So if you just look at the picture really quick, it just looks like, oh, there's something there or whatever. But in fact, that right there, that blur, that thing is actually the mammoth, just black and white, just blurred out a little bit to make it look like it fits into the terrain, whether or not it actually does. So from this one, again, we can't glean a lot, but it's obvious that the mammoth is going to be the creature of the Polaris. Their next section is Arctic culture. So here we have a picture that obviously you can tell that's not normal or real, but it is labeled Altar of Peace, which, as if you've played the game Polytopia, you will know is a monument which you can get for not attacking for 5 turns after you get the, I believe, meditation tech. But when you don't attack, you can then place that down. And I guess that could be their interpretation and design for the Altar of Peace. So I guess this one, it's kind of, I mean, it shows off what the Altar of Peace will more than likely look like. It will be a mammoth, like a mammoth head sculpture. Next is crystals and nutrition. Right here we have the picture labeled the mysterious nutritious crystal fruits. It's going to be what you harvest with the organization tag. So throughout this section we basically glean that this is going to be what the fruits. Refreeze polar regions to reverse damage done by humans, Sir David King says. So this just is like ice on top of some water. So here it's just talking about, it's just kind of saying that we should care about climate change. It's basically just saying, yeah, let's just have a refreezing special tower building thing. So it's just kind of hinting at that. And the next section is called Ice Cities, the Way of the Future. So we can see in a picture here, it's just kind of like an ice sculpture castle or building. So this was obviously just talking about the Polaris's architecture and how it's just going to be ice buildings or igloos. Well, obviously, because they live in the snowy, icy regions, they might as well have igloos. Are we heading into a new ice age? According to my calculations, it will actually happen very soon. Check out this countdown timer. Let's just check it out. So, as we see right here, it says 18 days, 12 hours, 15 minutes, and 10 seconds. So, by my calculations, this should happen on June 14th, whatever mini ice age we are talking about. So obviously that is the countdown to when Polaris is released, which I believe should be on June 14th. Betelgeuse is actually one of the largest stars. So right here we just have a picture of the northern hemisphere, the star chart for it. For those of you who do not know, Polaris is actually the North Star. If you have any ideas for what any of these could mean, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I'm hoping to do some more Polytopia content soon because I really love this game. I don't have anything bad to say about this game. I think it's just a phenomenal game overall. If you haven't played it before, don't forget to go check it out in the description. let me know what other sort of videos you want me to make on this game. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.